and I'm a bit nervous about cutting this, to be honest. It looks good from the outside. Because I haven't trained them to go up the poles, they're all sort of around the ground.
Hello and welcome to our channel, Portugal on a Shoestring.
Hello, welcome again to Portugal on a Shoestring. Before we start this week's video, I just wanted to do a quick follow-up on last week's where we did the house tour. We had a few questions about the cost of the house, the size of the house and the land, things like that, so I thought we'd just clear them up. The cost of the house itself was €24,800. I think it was about 1,500 to 2,000 in fees after that, but the house itself was 24,800. The land itself is 1,500 square metres, that's the garden area, and the house is 248 square metres. That is the footprint of the whole house. Obviously the outbuildings are not livable, so the house area itself is about 150 square metres. As we hope to extend into the outbuildings, that will increase a little bit, but not by a massive amount. We had quite a few suggestions about knocking a wall down between the craft room and the storage room. To make like an L-shaped craft room. We've got to look into where we can put a support beam in and things like that to support the ceiling rafters. But it is doable. So we'd knock that wall down and just do a stud partition wall to block it off from the corridor that leads to the bathroom. So yeah, that's really good. I like that. Thank you very much. There was a few suggestions about turning it into an office. Now, we didn't explain it in the video, but what we're going to do is when I move out of my bedroom that I'm in now, we're going to turn that into an office. We didn't want it at the storeroom end because Diane's bedroom's right next to it, and I might be doing editing in the afternoon and she might need to have a sleep. By having it at the other end, it's not going to disturb her as much, so makes it more convenient. Plus it's a room set off on its own, there's no need to build anything in there. But yeah, it was absolutely fantastic to get all your suggestions, ideas, advice. It absolutely amazes us every time that you take the time out to let us know things and to tell us we're doing a good job and to say how beautiful the place is. And yeah, it's really uplifting, and it helps us keep going, because sometimes it does drag doing a renovation. Some jobs take forever and you just don't want to do them, but they've got to be done. So yeah, we're currently in the utility room, or what will become the utility room. Blocked off this doorway with the steel frame stud-work. We put some plasterboard on it. This is going to have to be built up quite a bit because the walls are quite thick. So we may have to put 2 coats on, but we'll see how we get on. So we're just going to plaster this now. We've damped down all the edges. You don't need to damp down the plasterboard. That will be fine. But yeah, we'll get some plaster on it and see how we get on. It's it's early morning, so we're trying to get this done before it gets too hot, because it's due to be about 41 degrees today in the shade, which in here, when the heat builds up, gets quite bad. Anyway, we've got some plaster mixed up, and we're just going to get on with it. I'll put you on time lapse and just follow along. Oh, okay. That was... Okay. That wasn't as good as we could have been. We've built it up to a certain extent. We're leaving it quite rough because we're putting another layer on. This plaster is brand new from the shop and it is absolutely full of little sort of lumps. It's been damp in the shop or something, or it's gone out of date, but it's absolutely awful. Now luckily enough, we're doing a textured wall anyway, so we're going to put a stipple pattern on this and it's all going to get painted. But if this was a finished wall, you want it nice and smooth, we'd be throwing this away. But it'll be good enough for this. Anyway, I'll give that 10 minutes or so to go off and then we'll put a second coat on. It's hot.
It's hot still. It's evening time. I don't know what time it is. I've lost track. 7? But it's still hot. I've not really done much with this garden the last few weeks. I've just let it do what it wants, really. It's been too hot. I let you get 2 hours in the morning when I'm not absolutely roasting. So I've really just not done anything. But I've noticed from the window in the kitchen that I've got some things growing and I'm really made up. So I'm going to go and harvest some stuff. So come and have a look what we've got. I'm really pleased. I've got a massive watermelon. So I've looked on the Google, check when it's ready, because it looks quite big. But it said it has to be hollow when you knock it. And it's got like webbing on it. It told me on the internet if it's got webbing, it's ready. Oh my god, it's quite... Look at this beauty. It's the same size as my head.
It's bigger.
Is it bigger than my head? I've got a pinhead though, haven't I? I'm really pleased with that beauty. Wow. It's hot though, you know. It's heated up during the day, so I'll have to chill that. I've got another one there, and that's not quite ready yet, I don't think. It sounds hard, but it's not very big. So I'm going to leave that for a little while longer. I've got some big courgettes going as well. Look at this one. Oh my goodness. So that's not bad, is it? And then I noticed as well, there's one over here, it's a bit bigger. Oh my god, it's more like a marrow actually. Look at this. I've got another 2 I think before, and these are another 2 now. So I probably would have got more if they weren't so crowded. It's a bit smaller.
And there's another one at the end here.
Yeah, is that ready to go or just?
Not quite.
No, not quite. So that's not too bad. I'm not sure when the corn's ready. I don't think it's, I'm not sure whether it's formed. Check at the top here. It's parcel. I just can't get into it. Oh, look at this. There's a couple. Do you reckon I'll just leave that for a bit? I don't think that's quite ready yet, so it can go back in. I'm not quite sure when they're ready. But that feels soft, so I don't know whether that's pollinated. Tomatoes I've not really kept on top of. They're like bushes and I've not really kept on top of them. Probably ready. Well, there's one that's down here that's quite red. Oh, not too bad.
They taste quite nice as well. We've been having them on salads, and I know they're cooking tomatoes, but they're fine for salads.
I came down this morning just to check what I had before I started filming, so this isn't like me just coming down to have a look. I had a check this morning to see what I could harvest tonight. I try not to take too many of them because we can only use so many at a time.
Well, considering you've done nothing to them,
I know.
you get a reasonable crop out of them.
I I know, considering that like I really haven't done anything, I've just left them today. Some red ones down here. See around there. Like I say, because I haven't trained them to go up the poles, they've not really, they're all sort of around the ground. I've harvested a couple of cucumbers and they're massive, big, fat, funny things. Look at them, they're all a bit white, so I don't know why they're white. They're only like partially green.
They taste fine.
Yeah, they taste like cucumber. They're not going like a dark green, like they really should. If anyone knows why my cucumbers are like white and pale green instead of like a dark green, you let me know, because I mean they taste fine but they don't look nice, so I'm not quite sure what I'm doing wrong. Right, my peppers, it looks like I need to support them or something, so maybe I should put a cane in there to prop them up, but they're growing alright, they just need to ripen a bit, look. Oh. Oh. I've been struggling a bit lately with my hands, so I've not done as much as I wanted to do lately. I'm finding that this severe heat, when it gets 35, 40, I'm actually going to get more pain than I do when it's cold. I don't know whether it's because things swell, but my back and my fingers are really sore and it's really restricted me. I don't know whether anyone has the same problem. Let me know. I'm not really used to this this heat, you see. So this is quite a surprise. We moved here because the weather was better, but once it gets too extreme, it actually makes things worse. So I'm just trying to do the best I can, like you do, and do a little bit at a time. But I'm really pleased, even though I've neglected this garden, I'm getting lots of nice things. And I'll try and space things out a bit better next year, see how we get on. But I'm enjoying it enough anyway, trying to get things. It's really, you get satisfaction from getting your stuff, but that watermelon is my favourite. So now I think I'm going to spray myself with the hose and water my trees, because the poor little things, I think I've killed a couple. Don't know. Come and have a look.
Tomato looks a bit poultry, but
It's a bit of a beast, that this watermelon and the courgette. It's a bit marrowy, that actually.
Oh, we'll use it. We'll use it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Because the intense heat, I've been trying to water my trees every day. I'm having a bit of trouble with the persimmon again. I did last year. I thought I'd killed it last year. So it did have leaves in the spring, and I thought, oh, it's coming back again, and then it got really hot and I put some shade fabric on it and I tried to shade it and water it as much as possible, and it really just didn't like it, and all the leaves dropped off again. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm trying to like do the best I can, but I don't know whether I've lost it again this year or whether it'll come back again, but it's just a stick. All the leaves have just dried up. Another one that I think I've lost is a peach tree that's gone in, and it's gone all brown, all the leaves, and they're dropped off. So this is a bit sad looking. But there is hope. I think there's a bit of green leaves at the bottom of the tree. Just here. Oh my goodness. Look, it's droopy though, it needs the water. But the rest of the trees are doing okay. I can't even cross my fingers because my monkey hands. Gammy hands, I can't cross them. But all the others, touch wood, they're doing alright. Another project that I was supposed to finish a few weeks ago, I told you about it. I was doing a project underneath the oak tree, but that's halted because the ground is so hard. I can't dig round, I can't circle it and gravel it, because I literally can't dig through this concrete of dirt. It's really, really tough. So I'll just have to carry on with that when things get a little bit cooler. I'm just trying to keep them watered and alive before then. Well, that's me done. Sweat's dripping off me already. I'm roasting. I'm not built for this heat. I'm going to go in, have a shower and sit in front of the fan.
Okay. Yeah, that's firming up now. So it's ready for a second coat. Right. We'll start at the top and then we'll do the main door part. Ooh. Right, as you've seen, I've just used a hand brush to stipple the surface of the plaster while it's still wet. And that's because we've got a really rough wall here. It's been rendered, it's quite a rough surface. If I do this nice and smooth, which I don't really want to do because it takes a lot more work, but also it would just look odd because you just have this really flat shiny bit and then really rough everywhere else. So what I've done, I've just created some pattern, trying to keep it as random as possible. When this goes off a little bit, in about 20 minutes, I'll just go over it with a brush, just to knock off the little peaks. It won't need any more than that. So, yeah, I'll give you a close-up of it now. So there's the surface of the wall as it is. And then that's the textured wall I've just done. And the pattern's not the same. I wasn't trying to do that. But it's just got a bit of a random texture. And like I say, once I've knocked off the peaks, that'll look a lot closer as well. Right, time for a cuppa.
Alright, it's a bit cooler at the moment. I was a sweaty mess last night in the garden. But now it's not quite as hot yet. I'm a bit nervous about cutting this, to be honest. It looks good from the outside, but I'm hoping it looks good in the middle. So it's, let's see if I can actually cut it. Right, we're going in. Actually, it's really tough. Please be red. Please be red. Please be red. Oh, well, it's not as good as I would have liked. Oh, it's a bit flesh coloured. Well, not flesh actually, look at this. First try, maybe I've left it too long, I don't know what I've done. But I'll probably be able to salvage some of it. And I'll give it a taste in a minute. See, it's got such a wide rim, hasn't it? I don't know what's happened there. Actually looks redder on the camera. But it's like pale pink in real life. But I'll give it a taste actually. I'm thinking probably would have been best if I'd left it a bit longer. But all the signs that I read on the internet said it was ripe. So just get a chunk out of it. Tastes like watermelon. Tastes okay. Okay. I'm happy enough. First go. Keep on swimming. Keep trying.
I've got some plaster mixed up. We're just going to get on with it.
Oh, I'm so sleepy, it's so hot. So I did take some tomatoes this morning.
Hang on.
Oh. He's so sweet. He's cute. To put the what are they called? The tiles, the roof tiles. I can't circle it and gravel it.